What is going on, guys? We back at it like a bad habit. Today we're working on something pretty fun. I like it because it's non-fighting game. Shout out to Austin, I believe, and he goes by Seer Anubis. And yeah, we wanted to do a piece based on the Egyptian god Anubis. Super duper fun, man. What's up, Blaster? Another one. Yeah, I didn't do the print yet for this, so we're gonna print this out. Another build day, dude. It's gonna be build week, dude. Literally just cracking away at builds. It's kind of been insane lately, dude. Like I said, I kind of took more than I usually do. Hey, what up, Strife? Yeah, we're basically taking more builds than usual this week because, yeah, we just have like, I basically had to make a decision. Like, all right, like sales are being slow just because of the economy, for like my DIY stuff where people could do it on their own. So then I just decided I'm just gonna take a bunch of commissions, like whoever wants it. It's getting to the point where I'm a little backed up, but I'm making good progress. I mean, you guys see me build like 3 builds in the last like couple days. Daily build, yep. Daily live. Keep it up, bro. Salamat, Judah. Salamat po. Okay, so we're gonna print this out. Do I have my printer cam set up? Oh, look at that. I have my printer cam. Okay. So we're going to print this out. I think I set that up properly. I'm going to do the sides as well. Is it blinking? Uh-oh. That's a bad sign. Wait, it is blinking, right? Okay, it's blinking. All right. So let's do the sides. Turn this off. Okay. Wait, you got to turn the... There we go. Oh, I derped that way. Do I have paper? I don't even have paper in here. Oh my god. So derpy. Derp. Derp, 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 derp. Gotta put paper in order to print stuff. Derpy derp. Stay derping out, guys. Okay, I should be able to just push this button and it should resume. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, this printer's a shit. Judah, I have it modified though with Precision Colors ink. So I have my carts modified. And that's why, and I have, as you can see, I have 2 of them back to back. I just keep buying them from Facebook because you can't buy these anymore. But I don't want to move on to another printer because I have so many like modded carts, so I can replace my own ink and save a ton of money. And honestly, I think the replacement, the modified inks are better than OEM. Okay, so that's going, guys. All right, we're gonna let that print, guys. Meanwhile, I do have my laser set up in the dungeon. You know what? Today we don't even have to do. This is a Vuelix layout, right? So we don't even have to do the button inserts today. All right, so let's set up my laser while we're getting this going. Set this up on Glowforge. All right, so we have support panel paper cut, Helix paper cut. All right. Yeah, Strife. So what I did is I made a okay. I kind of have time to explain this, being that we're printing something. They perfected it. Precision Colors is nice. Yeah, dude. Precision Colors is awesome. Shout out to Precision Colors. All right. So this is what I did. Strife. Okay. First of all, I made this. I'll put this in the chat. I made this commission page. All right. Instead, I used to have like an item that said like jonyfraze full builds, but I don't want people to just order a build off there because I would, you know, it'd be ridiculous because like, you know, these things take like 20 hours. So if people were just rapid firing builds, I would never be able to like manage it. You know what I mean? So instead of making I guess a listing for the builds, I made a commission page right over here. Okay? And this has all the information on here. But what I did is, this is like the most common build right here. This ultra build that people ask me for. This is what like everyone sees. So now instead of just doing the bottom artwork, I have an option to do a custom etched full foam down here. So it's the same price whether you do an acrylic bottom with artwork or a custom etched full foam. So basically that's paying for the time that these things take, because usually I'd have to spend time doing design work for the bottom. No, yeah, I guess. And then also printing it and then making the acrylic. Then I figured out it's basically about the same time, because it takes a really long time to do the etching on the bottom. So anyway, that's basically my... Right, and by the way, these are like rough pricing. I just kind of overshot it too. They're a little bit more expensive than like when I actually quoted out, you know? But yeah, so this is the way to get in touch with me, guys, if you guys are looking for a build nowadays. All right, Discord's always the best thing for me. Email, but I'm just gonna tell you to hit me up on Discord. Okay, let's check on the printer. All right, ooh, that's looking good. Hey, we looking good. All right, that's looking good. Let me set up. You're doing the slimmy sides. There we go. Yeah, it takes really long, but you know what, Strife King, I kind of like was messing around with the settings a little bit to get a little bit more, like, you know, what used to take an hour now takes 15 minutes. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. But you know what I'm more concerned about, dude, Strife? It's not really about the time. It's about how much smoke comes out of the machine. Yeah, you like the artwork? Yeah, the smoke is crazy. And it's not really about this. Well, the smells, like anything with the laser cutter smells like crazy. But the more important thing is that it really makes my machine like very dirty fast. And I have to clean it faster. And that's what sucks. All right, guys, I can actually go grab that print right now. Let me go get that. One sec. I'm gonna go set up my studio first. Yo, Vic26, thanks for the follow. Hold on, let me restart this. Trying to refresh my chat over here. Okay, cool. Refresh this as well. All right. So I got you guys up in the studio as well. All right, let me go get the print. And we'll go to Le Donjon. I think the cameras are working, right? Smoke because it's fire. Okay, there we go. All right, guys. Gotta go line this up. This should be a rather quick build today, guys. The reason being is that, what do you call it? I don't have to do LEDs and I don't have to do button cutouts. So this is like as straightforward as it gets, and I'm very happy about that because I've been busting my ass with like these LED builds, and it takes so long to do like the button. You guys saw yesterday's stream. The button inserts are insane. Okay. My printer's like, it's funny, like my laser cutter, after I center it up, I have to do 2 tabs to the left, and that's like a straight, and then it cuts straight. It's mad weird. So weird. All right, let's go hit the print button. I saw your previous build. I love the bottom grip. Oh yeah, thanks, John. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing, we're gonna do that again today, by the way, John. So wait, hold on. I don't know which build you saw. I've been doing builds like crazy, so I don't know which one. I've already done 2 this week, and then this is number 3. I already shipped 2. Isn't that crazy? And this is build number 3. All right, let me hit the lab. Probably the Johnny build. The Johnny build, yeah. Wait, then we did the Fallout build yesterday. Fallout build was yesterday. All right, we're gonna cut this out. That's cutting. I noticed that you cut into the artwork print with scissors. What does that do? And so what I do is I relieve the pressure. I relieve the pressure of the paper so it doesn't get what do you call it? Like it lays flat. Sorry, that's the best way to describe it. All right, so we have the sides ready to go too. I got to print this out. All right, we're gonna go ahead to the dungeon. Yeah, so, and what I'll do, sometimes the paper is perfectly flat, but I just got into this habit where, yeah, I literally just cut the paper in certain sections, so it relieves the strain. Because what happens is that when you print, especially with high quality settings, it puts a lot of ink on the paper, and it could kind of like, the ink, like, kind of, you know, like, imagine you wet a piece of paper, right? It'll kind of bubble up a little bit. So when it dries, you know what I mean? It can kind of leave it'll be flat for the most part, but it can kind of leave a couple like ridges. It's really important because the laser needs to focus on the, the laser needs to focus on the paper, right? To measure the height. So if it's off, imagine it focuses on a different height than what it's supposed to be, then the cut will be off. Does that make sense? So yeah, that's why I have to do it that way. There we go. Yeah, you want it to, when you laser cut stuff, you want the material to be as flat as possible. Uh-oh, guys, I think I messed up something. Yeah, hold on. This is fucked up. I messed up this print. I must have used the wrong setting. Holy shit. Did I mess up really bad? Yep, I messed up. Look at this. I put my laser setting for acrylic. Oh, I'm such a scrub. I have to redo this whole job again. Dang, bro. Well, there goes $5 down the drain. This paper is not cheap. All right. Start over. Oh. Fuck, guys. Not paying attention, man. Simple mistakes like that. All right. What feature on expensive official sticks that is annoying? For me, that is the cables are still not detachable. Yeah. Well, so some are. It depends. It depends which brand you buy. So that's not necessarily true. All right, that's printing, guys. You know what? Let me go ahead and do the sides while I'm at it, because I already have that. Paper cut, paper cut. Oh, I'm so upset, man. What a waste of paper and ink. Well, it's gonna go in my recycling bin. It smells crazy. It smells like burnt paper. Because I basically lasered it like with a high setting that it's not supposed to. Holy. Obsidian 2. I didn't know that. I haven't bought an Obsidian, I'm sorry, Quamba stick since the Obsidian 1. Actually, I have the Pearl, the white one. I had the black Obsidian too, but I sold it. Oh, you guys want to see a cool buff? Okay, hold on. We're going to get this going, and then I'll show you the cool buff. Alright. 1 sec. Let me line this bad boy up. Okay. Alright. That's good. I don't really need to be so precise for the sides, because there's no, there's no real guides. Okay, that looks good to me. I'm just gonna hit go. All right, I have the right settings, right? Cut, paper cut, paper cut. Usually I do this insert paper cut for this one if I needed to do the inserts, but I know I'm not gonna do I'm gonna do gold buttons for everything on this build, so we're not even gonna bother with the inserts. They're just gonna get thrown away. I love the stick, but the customization, the front art sucks. Either a sticker or nothing. Yeah, I hear you. Whoa, what's going on? I'm on the wrong... There we go. I put the wrong scene on. Okay, so we got the sides going. I got a lot of new buffs I want to show you with my For the Dub. Yesterday we added a guitar strap mod. What's up, Joe? Oh, you know what? I need my little Oh yeah, you saw the guitar strap? That was sick, right? Yeah, we got so we still have our print going over here. You got our print going over there. That's kicking out another one because I screwed up the first one. Yeah, Skull. I mean, you're the originator of that mod. Okay, this is still cutting along. No, you guys. Man, Joe, I'm so hyped about that game. I still want that MVC, man. Yeah, that looks cool, man. Yeah, that is kind of crazy how they signed with Arc System Works. Whoever pulled that one off, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Whoever signed that deal. Do you think like that was done behind Capcom's back? I don't know. That's some funny politics, right? I want to see a video on that now. I bet you some YouTuber's gonna make a video about that. Okay, so these little things here, these are the shims for the foam pads. I always cut extra anytime I do a print, just so I have those ready to go. Yo, it still smells from the last mess up I did. Okay, these are not going to be used. I'm just going to toss these. If they add Blade, I'm gonna be lost in the sauce. Oh my god. Is Blade in a video? Yeah, Blade definitely got a video game, right? I'm gonna have to wait on more info on Tocon before making choices. I mean, I just like that it's Arc System Works making the game. You know, I don't think they're gonna mess up. You know what I mean? I think they're gonna do a good job regardless. Alright. Hurry up. We got work to do. So yeah, good question. See that? Basically relieves the stress from the paper. All right. Blade does not have a video game, at least not a solo title. What's the most common buttons people order from you? Usually, well, I don't sell buttons, John. But I only offer what's available to me readily in the US. And right now, that has been the Kwamba Gravity buttons or Sanwa or Seimitsu buttons. But typically, it's really just been like the Gravity KS. That's the main button that I use for like artwork builds where I have to put the artwork inside. Oh, my bad. All right, so we have the artwork. Hold on. Is this working? There we go, yeah. I have the artwork there. What's up, Taj? Yo, Taji, what up, man? Taji, you still on that Fatal Fury or what? Got too many damn cameras, guys. Hold up. You want to center it there. Yeah, there gotta be a Blade video game, man. Like back in the day, you know? With Wesley Snipes, bro. Taj, do you recall? Taj is a big he knows a lot about like pop culture stuff. Do you remember Blade being in a video game? I feel like Taj would know. You know who would know too? Clev. Clev knows all this stuff. He'd be like, yeah, man, there was a Genesis game. You know? Alright, is that center? Alright. You think on PS2 or Xbox, right? Yeah. You never bought it. Politics. What you think about Tokon coming out? What you think about that, Taj? Blade 2 on PS2. Yeah, that's what I thought. It probably sucks ass, right? That game probably sucks. I mean, you know what? You would know it was good, you know? It's probably just like... Probably just your typical 3D platformer. You know what I mean? And then they just slapped a Blade skin on it. Alright, do I have the settings correct, guys? I do this time. Okay, let's go. Was Blade in any Ultimate Alliance games? Or am I tripping? Dude, I don't know. I never really played those games, so you guys would know best. You fought with the right stick and it was balls? Are you serious? This gives Capcom an opportunity to work on other projects, honestly. Marvel fighting games needs a new take. Yeah, I agree. Yo, I really love Dalsim, man. I got some good buffs. Good buffs, man. Holy shit. It's so good, and I feel like I have more options now. Just because of 2 changes, bro. Oh my god, I gotta show you guys. I gotta do a Dalsim stream. Holy shit, they made Dalsim like... I want to say they made him better. They made him better. Alright. Thank you, Capcom. Capcom-san. Arigatou gozaimasu, Capcom-san. Thank you, Capcom. But, yeah. Dalsim, they made him, like, fucking, like, so much more viable. Just because of 2 little buffs. And that's the, they changed the way that Yoga Blast. They gave it more properties and a way to combo into level 1, right? So each strength has a different, like, property now. You know, they always had, but, like, different. It really changes the game dynamics a lot. And then, float. They made float so much faster. In order to get a good float, you'd have to jump cancel a float with Sim. And now, all you have to do is just do the normal float. And it almost gets off the ground just as fast as doing the jump cancel float. Oh, it's so good, guys. I'm sorry, I'm nerding out, but I was like screaming yesterday. Like, I got on Street Fighter 6. I picked my character. I started goofing around, and then I was like, oh my god, like this is like honestly they did good, man. I'm really happy. Some characters got some buns, but I mean, listen, I haven't had a character buff like that for any of my characters in a long time. I can't even remember. I just remember getting nerfed in Street Fighter 5 because I played Chun-Li. She got so many nerfs, and then like they kind of made her better again by the time the game was ending, but for the most part, I got nerfs. Especially Season 1. Oh my god, that was bad. I got super nerfed. I got Spiral Football nerfed. You know what I'm talking about? Who's an OG, man? Who had that nerf Spiral Football when you were a kid? I know you had that. What up, Skills? Yo, he's so good now. I don't think he's so good, but he's just a lot better if you're a Dalsim main. All right. They made them a lot better. Okay, guys. Let me come back to a lab. I think I got everything I need for the build. Let me set up my table for you guys. I'm gonna plop this guy. It's still set up from yesterday, like my camera position, so I don't really have to do much. Do that. There we go. Ready? Got my tools. I'm gonna put my chair over here. My chair has been... I put some new wheels on my chair because my old one's broke, and I bought like these rollerblade wheels, and they literally are so fast. But if I have a little bit of a slant in my basement. I don't know why. It kind of slants that way. But like if I don't watch my chair, it will slam into my coffee table, and I actually damaged my coffee table. I had to like fix some chips on it. I was really pissed off. Okay, so we can start the sides. This should be a pretty simple build as far as what we normally have been doing, because we've been going ballistic lately, guys, with the LEDs and all that good stuff. But this one's going to be beautiful. All right, you know what? Before we get too deep, we are doing a build for the homie Seer Anubis, and he wants a build based on his namesake, and that is the Egyptian god Anubis, one of the most popular gods. A lot of hieroglyphs in here, kind of did some temples, so much work. You guys have to see these layers. Holy moly. Look at these layers I put in. There's like, that's a layer, right? This is a layer. The temples. This is a layer. You know, this motif back here. The sides are a layer. It's crazy. And then we added more hieroglyphs on the sides here. We added this like quote, this English, you know, fake hieroglyph, but he wanted this quote, "You can't beat death," right? And then on the sides here, look how crazy this is. Look how many layers I put in here. All right, we got the backgrounds in here. Then we have, you know, some of these other motifs. We have these icons in here, right? Black and white icons. Another motif. We got freaking pyramids, right? We got the symbols. We got pyramids. Look at these. The pyramids here. It's insane. There's madness. And then the bottom, which you guys will see in the flesh, we have this, I designed this pad on the bottom. Yeah, a lot of graphic work, guys. A lot of people think I just download a wallpaper and stick it on, but no, man, we put in mad work. I've been telling everybody, like, you know, typically a build, they've been lasting like it's about 15 to 20 hours now for every build that I do, with artwork, all that good stuff. And that's basically what you're paying for when you get a custom anything, you know? If you guys get a custom, custom anything, you're gonna see that's basically what you're paying for someone to start, for someone to you know, basically paying for their time for all the custom work, you know? But I definitely do want to do a Dalsum stream for sure. We're gonna do a Dalsum stream. I can't peel this off. Let's get some tools. All right. Where's my garbage can? Here we go. Need my garbage can. More layers than an onion. How's everybody's day going, though? Everybody doing all right? Believe it or not, this customer wants this project for Xbox. That's a new one for me. I barely get anybody saying they want Xbox. This guy, it seems like he doesn't. He plays Tekken, but he never played on a stick before. This is gonna be his first stick. No Diddy. You're actually in the office today? Definitely a rare request. Yeah, so I fortunately have an Xbox Series S. And that, I use it as a spare SF6 setup. And I use it as spare SF6 setup. And I use it to test anything Xbox related. I used to do a lot of reviews and stuff on YouTube. I kind of fell back a little bit and just started working on my own content instead, for my stuff. But I used to test like a lot of products from Brook and like anything like game like Fightstick related. I would test it, but I kind of stopped doing that lately. You know, I actually been turning down. Even Brook's been sending me like, "Hey, do you want to do a video request? I mean, a video on this?" And it's like, you know, I only would do, like I would like to just do honest opinions, and I feel like when someone's like requesting something, it's hard to be honest because it's like they're giving you product for free, you know? So it's like it's kind of hard to do that. I'm Dandy finally took off my download throttle on Steam, and it was quite surprised at my max bandwidth now. What does that mean, Blaster? Wait, is it true that Canada, like your internet providers, that you have caps every month about how much data you could use? Is that true? That wouldn't work. I mean, that wouldn't work for me, man. I'm in, like... If you're a streamer, that would never work. Alright. I mean, there are streamers in Canada, so... Maybe they pay like extra service? I don't know. I don't even know if that's true what I said. Alright. We got the sides here, guys. I'm going to put this artwork here. Have we discussed Sony's Project Defiant yet? We have. I really like it, Lino. I'm not going to lie. It looks really good. I mean, Markman was involved with it, so he definitely added some input. I would like... I mean... I really just want to dead the normal layout. You know, I really want to, like, my goal is to make the Six God joystick layout, the Sup CJ. I want to make that like the default in the industry because these new layouts are buns, man. I mean, the old layouts for new games are buns. Like, I don't know. Happy that stick players are getting summoned in the world with a bunch of leverless and pads. Yeah. I mean, I agree with that statement. I definitely agree with that. There is a service that does remote throttle downloads up here, but I'm not sure if they'll still do it. I was capping my speed because of my old service, but since I'm on fiber... Oh, I see. So, that was right. I was right then. Because I don't think there's any plans in the US for internet providers that cap your download speeds. I've never heard of that. I mean, not speeds. Total bandwidth for the month or anything like that. Yeah, what's up with that, Taj? You getting close to that milli? It was good. Six God layout's kind of built like an old Askware Super Nintendo stick layout with just 2 extra buttons, I guess. But Lionel, I mean, if you guys have been playing modern fighting games, like, and not just playing the typical old stuff, you'll see how much benefit you'll honestly become a better player. But by just switching to these newer layouts, just because you're just more efficient, especially the 24mm one. The cap that I did was totally on my own because I still wanted to do things online. Oh, I see. Yo, what's in Nashville, bro? Oh, you doing the lotto thing? I don't blame you, Taj, but don't bank on that. You know what I mean? But definitely do it, you know, because you never know. It only takes one, right? But But you know, I know people that's their whole focus. They're just trying to buy lotto tickets to strike it rich. And you know, that's a losing equation, bro. I know someone that's addicted to buying lotto tickets. Like addicted to lotto. Like they spent like probably lifetime 6 figures on lotto tickets. You know what I mean? That's crazy. And like if they ever won one of them, even if you get a couple numbers, they're not even gonna get that. Get that back. Yeah. I definitely know somebody that spent definitely well over 6 figures on lotto. Yeah, you can't win if you don't play, exactly. All right, guys. It is true, though. It is true. Can't win if you don't play. I met a guy in Connecticut. Yo, this guy was he was like the neighborhood bum in Connecticut. It was what city was it? Stamford, Connecticut, right by Yale. I was doing a show out in Yale when I used to do a lot of music back in the day. He had won those scratch offs, the win for life scratch off. I don't know if they got that in your city, but basically he gets a paycheck every week. I mean, every month or whatever. I don't even know how it works. But you basically, you know, he won for life. For the rest of his life, he's going to get like a couple $1,000s. And he was a bum and somehow scored a ticket. He bought himself a ticket, won it. And he was still kind of living on the streets, but he was getting money. So it was like a story. It was like a crazy story that this dude, like a bum, won. But if you think about it, nowadays, right? If you got, just say you got $1,500 a month, right? That ain't gonna do nothing. I mean, it will do something, obviously, but that's not enough in today's society. I mean, how much is an apartment, right? An apartment, let's just say on the low end, is like $1,000 nowadays. Right? $1,000 for an apartment. If you got 1,500, can you live off $500 a month? I don't know, man. That's really rough. Yep. Yeah. It would definitely work. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying modern fighting games would work. Yeah, I don't think that would work nowadays, man. It's crazy how bad it got. I know it's different per city too, depending where you are in America. I know it's different. Like, could probably stretch the dollar a little bit more down south, but up northeast in Stamford, Connecticut, nah, wasn't happening. Okay, guys, building out these sides. Rent covers utility. No, it doesn't. No, that doesn't cover utilities. I don't. In the U.S., usually, I mean, maybe you might get one bill covered. It really depends on the landlord, right, or wherever you're staying. But for most of America, that you got to pay utilities as well. I think when I was renting an apartment, I paid for electric. I didn't pay for water. But I remember one time electric was OD. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, in the summertime, it would get crazy because you have to run your air conditioner and whatnot. I think if you had a part-time job, and had you know, winning the lotto like that win for life, that would probably be the best situation. And you got a little bit of you got some free time, you got like some steady income, and then you got that bonus income. I think that would be dope. Yeah, food. That's kind of tight. It's pretty much impossible. Yeah, nowadays it's impossible, bro. You know? All right, guys. Let's go get the USB panel and the buttons. USB panel. Do I have one of those? I thought I had one of those. Did I put it here? I did. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna repurpose my camera here. I'm gonna take down the printer cam, guys. I'm gonna set this up for a time lapse. There's my phone. All right, got a time lapse set up. Smear Sway, yeah. So we're doing this is for the homie seer Anubis. So we're going off his namesake, and we're doing a Egyptian god Anubis theme today. Okay. Pretty printed gold USB pass-through cover. Get that going. Get this installed right over here. Remember, I told you guys, like, this week is like the golden week. Everybody wanted gold parts, bro. The next build too, gold. Gold, gold, gold. Gold is best. Everything is gold. Like, it just so happened to be. I bought the filament like a couple weeks ago, and I just said, honestly, I needed to fill up my cart because with Bamboo Labs, you have to buy, I think, 4 packs of filament, and then you get a discount. Basically, you get one free if you do 4, something like that, right? You get one free. So I was like, okay, what color don't I have? I had a lot of colors already, but I was like, I don't have any metallic, so I bought gold. I'm gonna do silver next, I guess, because I typically have to restock on black a lot because I make a lot of black parts, right? But yeah, I'm almost out of colors to buy. All right, here we go. So we're gonna pop in these gold buttons. Doing gold buttons. I'm gonna put this here for you. You guys can see that. This is done as well. Sorry, I'm gonna move it here. I'm gonna arrange it nice for the camera for you guys. Okay. We have our gold buttons. Okay. Put this here.
Don't forget dollars.
Okay. Sides. I'm gonna park these away. We're gonna do prep this panel. Actually, you know what? Before we do this, let's build our joystick out. Oh, actually, we don't really have to do much today. Oh, I thought I had to do a link today. We don't. All right, but we do have to do a custom dust washer. Let's do that first. Let's go get my card scraper. We kind of had to do something custom for the lever today. Get my garbage can, put it here. So what I like to do is I always put a little mark on my dust washer so I know that I started. So what I have to do is I have to shave off the edge here because it's really sharp. Okay. I take this card scraper. This is how I dull all my edges. You can buy this off like any tool, woodworking place. Home Depot has them. Obviously Amazon. Just look up card scraper, metal card scraper. Okay. You still with me, chat? I don't know if my chat disappeared. Sometimes using this third-party chat thing, I get confused. Because it's like I have to do the dual stream chat so I can see both comments from YouTube and Twitch. I think so. Oh yeah, okay, thanks, Strife. Yeah, I think we're still good. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to know. I wasn't sure if I was missing chats. Yeah, so I'm using I use Restream.io, guys, and it brings every chat from the services that you're using together on one, so you can broadcast that on the stream. But sometimes it wigs out, and then you have to log on to like another, like you have to log on to the main service to double check. Like one time the stream with the chat went out and I missed like a good 10 minutes of chat. Okay, we're gonna remove all this. Oh, you know what? I can reuse this stuff temporarily. Hold on. This is basically tape, right? Alright, so Take that. You know what? Because we actually have to peel this off. Okay. See all the little nooks and crannies in there? Sorry. Come on, camera. Camera-san. Okay, there we go. You see, like, I have to get in there and, like, take off all the little pieces. So, I'm going to do that really quick. So what I do is I kind of just scrape at it with this nylon probe tool. Right? AKA the black stick. No diddy. Use this tape to get all the extra pieces here. Okay. And we're gonna get rid of all this little pieces of protection. It's kind of tough to peel off. Quiet day today. Yeah, maybe I should stop streaming. Like, I feel like maybe these are getting too repetitive. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, yeah, if you guys think these are boring, I won't stream anymore. Honestly, I could just probably just crush builds. Because I mean, I do have to plan a lot to get... And also, I have to do it in a time that I'm not interrupting, like, my family stuff. But yeah, if it gets too repetitive, I'll probably just stop. Just focus on working. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate you, Blaster. Yeah, it's weird, right? Like the whole Twitch thing. Instead of like you can like hang out without hanging out. You know, for us old folks, it's a weird dynamic. All right, my bad. I should have showed you guys. So we did etch out. I mean, I'm sorry. We did peel off everything for this etch. Okay. We need our two products here. So we need our board, and we're using the Gen 5 from Brook today. Brook Gen 5, okay, because we need Xbox support today. And we're using the tried and true JLF. You know what? I was thinking I might give this client, because he plays Tekken, I might give him a heavier spring. I think I have a spare heavier spring somewhere. I'll double check. Actually, wait, this lever's kind of heavy already. Yeah, you know, I'll leave it default. He could buy it on his own if he wants it, but like, because I remember him saying that like, oh, he plays Tekken is the main fighting game he plays. But sometimes actually the JLX springs are really loose. This one's actually pretty tight. I can feel it. This is a good one. Not all levers are created equal, man. I swear to God, some of them are just like way different. Okay, we're gonna take this off. Again, no LEDs in this build today, guys, so we just get to wire stuff up. Pretty straightforward. Okay. Let's go with lever first. So I made this little tool. You pop it right in there. It's really for my stuff. And then it basically allows me to space it perfectly when I pop it in here. See that? Very nice, right? Oh, shoot. I need to get hardware. 2, 4. Get some hardware. 2, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. There we go. I love these streams. I'm just doing quality testing now on new software before next week's release. Oh. What are you working on, C-Mart? Is it a game, or is it like you're developing some software in general? JLF and a Tekken stick. Lionel, you know what? I mean, that's like the common misconception. I mean, like, honestly, it's overhyped. Like, the Korean lever thing is kind of overhyped, man. There's Japanese players that play high-level Tekken on a JLF, bro. Like, people need to, like, I don't know. I feel like it's just been this overhyped thing. Like, I mean, obviously, like, there's a beauty of the Korean lever scene is beautiful, like, but it's a little overhyped. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. I see your builds. I'm just saying that, like, people are like, they're like, oh, it's just not a thing. I'm like, what do you, like, if I were to play Tekken, I probably would not play on a Korean lever. I'm sorry, if I played Tekken, yeah, if I played Tekken, I use my typical setup. It's because I'm like locked into it. I don't know. I don't even know where to buy those. What do you put? You put a crown bat top on it? I have one left in my Kwamba Pearl build. I have like a crown bat top with a short shaft. Pause. E-commerce company. Gotcha. Sounds hefty, man. Good stuff. I used to work in I wasn't a software engineer in that, but I used to work for Apple, so I was in tech as well. But I know about those things, shipping stuff, making sure everything's proper. Okay. Tomorrow's build. Yeah, wait, what's today? Tomorrow's build or the following one, depending on when these parts arrive, we're doing a Korean lever build, and we're using the knee lever Neo again. That's like the stick everybody wants. Okay, guys, so my little there we go. My little guide thing came in handy. Perfect alignment. You guys see that there? Okay, let's go pop in the PCB. Let me go get what I need for that. Two number 6 bolts, spacers, and nuts. They're just followers, that's it. People have a hive mind of like influencers. Yeah, exactly. Yep. You gotta do your own thing. Just do your own thing, man. No, but there is some merit to Korean lever being better for Tekken, you know. But I'm not, you know, like, obviously, if it sucked, that wouldn't be a thing, right? Let's just talk about that. But is it absolutely necessary to compete at a high level? No, it's not. You know what I mean? It's not necessary. Does it feel good? It definitely feels good to play Tekken on Korean lever. Feels really good, actually. But is it necessary? No. So you know, are interesting. The players that play both games, okay? The players that play both games typically stay with Japanese levers. That's what I noticed. They'll stay with like a high-grade Japanese lever versus versus a Korean stick. You know, like my boy Shin Paolo, he plays high-level Tekken, and he also plays Street Fighter in every other game, right? high level, right? You guys can look him up. He's actually like ranked on the what's that? The World Tour, Tekken World Tour. So yeah, but so he you know, he bought like everything that you're supposed to buy as a Tekken player. Golden lever, amazing product by the way, you know. But he bought all that stuff, and he just said, you know what, like it's just too specific. You know, he can't play 2D as well. Mishima players for Wave Dash. It's all about the return to center. But yeah, but you could accomplish that with like a heavier spring. And people don't really, you know, they just see what the pros are doing. They follow, you know. Yeah, all you need is a heavier spring, or you could do like the V2 mod, spring deletes, all that good stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of nerdy stuff you can get into in this little hobby, guys. But I do recommend you get into the hobby. It is one of the more like rewarding hobbies that you can get into if you're a gamer, especially a fighting gamer. You build your own controller, you kind of feel like a god. Like when you're done building your own controller, you like literally feel like a god. You're like, I have made a weapon. I have made a weapon to smite you with. Alright. The one thing I don't like about Brook boards is that for some reason, their screw terminals are hella rattly. So if I don't screw all these points in, it rattles. And you can hear it. It's annoying. What do you think of the new Marvel game? Dude, it looks amazing, bro. I didn't really, I mean, I only saw that preview with like Captain America and Iron Man. I mean, it's, I don't think it'll be bad because it's, number one, its Arc System works. I don't think they've ever put out a whack product. I think the closest thing to a whack product was that DNF, right? I think DNF was like the wackest thing they put out lately. Right? That shit was gone in like a week. It was handled super bad. Yeah. I mean, like, Grand Blue's amazing. But yeah, DNF, like... You know what's funny? You know what's funny? I've been watching Formula 1, right? Like that's like my secret hobby. Like, I watch Formula 1, like, you know, motorsports. And DNF means did not finish. That shit's funny. So, like, to me, when I say DNF, it's like, oh... It has a different connotation as well. Like, just say the driver, like, their car failed or they crashed. That's a DNF. Okay, guys. So we have the Lever and the Brook Gen 5 PCB installed. Lever and Brook Gen 5 PCB is installed. All right, let's go pop on the artwork. Okay, let's clean this panel off. Blaster, I didn't vacuum yesterday, bro. I messed up. I got a vacuum still. My floor is a disaster. Okay, graphics go on. I'm done with my time here in the office. All right, cool, man. After all that praise you got about keeping the space clean, yeah, I know. I got a vacuum. You know what it was? My handheld ran out of battery and I forgot to put on its charger. I have the handheld in the other room. Oh my god, I can't peel this off. I'm trying to peel off the acrylic, guys. When's the next event, guys? What's the next big tournament? CEO, right? I think CEO and then Evo. Anybody going to CEO? I know Skills is, because Skills lives in Florida. Florida. Dude, I'm really bummed. Other than the like semi-local events here, we don't have a major. We don't have a major event here. Next weekend, yep. Nice. You're only gonna go on Saturday? You gonna compete? Just grabbing some hardware, guys. Okay. All right. So all the hardware I need for this part of the build. My nails are shot, guys, from doing all this. Like, I've been building so much this week. Like, literally, my fingers are, like, annihilated, dude. They're, like, freaking... I have, like, stubs of fingernails left. It's pretty bad. Anytime you do any work like this where you, like, just say you're a technician of some sort, you have to work with your hands all the time. Yo, like, my tips of my fingers are straight calluses. This is, like, years of doing this stuff. Being a DJ back when I was younger. Working on computers because I used to work for Apple, like just chipping away, clawing at stuff. Crazy stuff. So literally, like, my fingertips, can't feel them. Okay. Do a quick peel for you guys. And go this way. Woo. Skateboarding too, skating. I forgot about skateboarding. Skateboarding, touching grip tape all the time. Slamming all the time. Rubbing your, you know, hands on the ground. Yeah, man hands for sure. Woo! From martial arts? Blaster, you don't do that anymore? When you DJ, the skin on the end of your fingers get all cracked. I used to... Yeah. Yep. Yep, exactly. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Exactly that. Okay. I'm gonna pop this screw in here. Aye. And just try to keep up on the stretch in your body. It's a good way to hold your balance. Okay. This middle screw I try not to tighten a lot. It's just enough to hold the panel down. Woo! Okay, let's get some buttons in, guys. Got our beautiful gold buttons. Okay, I'm gonna flip this towards my direction. Kind of do like your own yoga. You know, my brother does that. My brother has like, he basically developed his own yoga. My older brother. And like, it's really good. Like, you know, he's like, he sticks to it. He has his like, he has a routine that he made himself. Kind of crazy. It's pretty cool though. And he's always like super limber and everything because he's a professional snowboarder. So he's a little older now. So he's like, you know, graduated to like influencer type guy, you know, artist influencer in the scene. But yeah, he's still pretty like nimble for pushing close to 50. Yeah, like right here, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this whole, yeah, you can kind of see it on the camera. This whole thing, it just peels off every like 4 days. It grows and then it just like withers off. It's like dead skin. It's crazy. Capcom moisturizers. You know, they probably have some in their like store in Japan, Roshan. So I wouldn't, you know, even though it's funny, they probably have it, dude. Oh, the homie Cokes got me something from Japan. Let me see if I can grab it. He got me this really cool like patch. Yes, it's from Graft. Shout out to Cokes. Cokes went to Japan recently and got me this awesome embroidered sticker. Oh, it's so cool. How awesome is that? Yep, the Sony mascots. Ooh, wow. Look at this build. Dang, guys. Dang. All right, let me bag up the shaft real quick, guys. I'm gonna bag the shaft. Get Frank the foam, and I do have to tighten that ball top on. I need my flathead screwdriver. Yeah, it feels great. It's a good tension. Okay. Let's get some wires going. Put this away. Put this here. I'm actually going to plug this in now. I'm going to plug in that. Okay, that's going to go here. And we're going to do our basic 20-pin setup, guys. And 4-pin setup. I hope they started shipping these PCBs with the updated firmware, man. Because the firmware that they shipped this product with was freaking... probably the worst launch I've ever experienced with Brook. Like, they just, like, rushed this. I don't know if they rushed this product out. But, yeah, the original Brook firmware for this Gen 5 board was terrible. It had so many little bugs with it. Like, it was unplayable. But they fixed it. And I actually, like, I have a good relationship with, like, basically their one of their lead engineers. And I told them, like, right away, I'm like, yo, this is, like, not good. Like, how can you play? Basically, what would happen is if you were just, like, mashing different... just say you're mashing one direction, like, down, you'd get a random up out of nowhere. Yeah, Frank the foam, baby. Okay. All right. So we're going to just plug in all the grounds for the main buttons first. I'm going to sneak this under here. What up, Rel? How you feeling, bro? You're getting close to healed up?
Don't forget the others.
Yeah, it's weird. It was really weird. There's another issue right now too, where on the Gen 5 board, if you're not hyper aware, it's really laggy on PS5. And the reason being is because the PS5 by default is set to read controller inputs via Bluetooth, regardless if you're plugged in. Does that make sense? So like, okay, the Brook board, right? This Brook Gen 5, it can actually be read as a wireless board. Okay? So if you're wondering why your stick is so laggy on PS5, is because the PS5 you need to set it to USB. You know, when something's wired in, communicate via USB. Or you could just turn off Bluetooth in general, and that will solve that problem. Okay, so the grounds are plugged in. Let's plug in the punch. Yeah, let's plug in the punches. I may go to the doctor next Friday, see what they say. Oh, you mean like for you to get kind of freed up? Shit. Forgot the Sama buttons. If you put a lot of pressure on it, the switch will actually release, so I have to be very careful. Guys, this is like literally killing my fingers right now. Okay, let's do the kicks.
Look, I was just listening to the boy the other day, man. You know, phrase is bad, man. You got them beats to make
All right, kick buttons are in. I'm gonna give it a slight bend down to make room for the slimmer enclosure. Okay, very nice, guys. Get all these wires organized nice. Okay, there we go. Okay, let us get these corners in. Shout out to Austin once again for the build. One, two. Wait. You want to finish that build? You're playing around with the cart? Sheesh, bro. I've been wanting to make a new stick with all the buffs that I had lately. Maybe soon. And I do have this graphic from Kitty Mia that I never really used yet, so I think I want to do it. But I gotta. All right, hold on, guys. I have to do a little buff. I have to do a little mod, real quick. All right. So what we realized that we just need to pin the top. I'm gonna get a piece of tape real quick. Okay, I realized this little adjustment I can make to make some of these stickers. Like, it's weird because some of these standoffs, they're like thinner or thicker, I don't know. They're just made differently. Every single one's made differently. So I've been experimenting with ways to kind of combat that. So if this is a little too thin, but I don't really need to adjust anything besides the top piece, because that's what anchors it down, right? So if I make the top portion of this thicker, I could slide in the bracket without having any issues. So yeah, just, you know, more learning as I go type thing. And again, it's a reason why I'm not releasing these to the Gen Pop, because I'm only doing them as commissions. Because they're just not ready for the average, like, non-experienced person. Tape hack all day. You know, it's weird, like some of them, I'm actually marking off which ones are thicker that don't require this little piece of tape. I started doing that earlier, just so I know what's what. Okay, there we go. That's nice and stable. You know what? Let me zip tie this big old cable right here. Ay. Okay, shout out to my zip tie sponsor, Tanti. What's up, Har? Here to let you know that you like to eat ass. Wow, bro. Cool, bro. Hilarious. Okay. Let's get the start home and select panel in. That's this guy. One. Two. Wait. Three. Yeah, this is like the side that has start, home, and select. It's definitely essential. Yeah, I wonder how expensive that Sony Fightstick's gonna be. What do you guys think? I think it's probably gonna be like $350, maybe even more. I want to say $299. Let's say $299. I think that's where it's gonna be at. $299. Can you show the difference between Korean lever and Japanese lever? I don't have a Korean lever right now to show. Oh, actually, I do, but it's still in the box. Basically, instead of a spring, it's a grommet that handles the tension. That's just the best way to describe it. What you talking about, Bon? How much was Canadian dollars for the yeah, Victrix was like $399. I think $400 for that lever or for that stick. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right about that. Like Canadian dollar is probably gonna be crazy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like $399 for a Victrix. I bought a Victrix on like day one. Okay. Your lever is rotating while playing, so you must have a Japanese lever then. I think the Korean ones do too. Some of them don't. The ones that don't rotate are like the Hori ones. They made a product that it doesn't do that. Okay. Super clean, guys. Gotta wire this super clean. Okay. That panel's in. Let's go ahead and put on the other side panel. Yo, does Xbox have a touchpad press still? Nah, right? I think they got rid of that. $400 is what I think the PS stick is going to go for. Dang. You also make Mixbox. Yep. I don't know if you know this, Ahmed, but I actually designed the Mixbox logo and their stock artwork. And yeah, I have an option for WASD for my stuff as well. If you want to do a WASD style stick. If you see my galleries, you could probably see a couple WASD sticks that I've done. Your SFTS, yeah, 300, 350 after tax. It was the only one. That's Canadian though, right? In my city, who pre-ordered. Yeah. If you're new to fighting games, yeah, I could see that. Okay. Looking clean, guys. Let's get the USB portion in. Let me get both my panels. Like a little bit of acrylic here. Put on the bottom cover. Okay, so we have everything wired up, guys. Internally is wired up nice. No LEDs to worry about, so I don't have to do that crazy thing I've been doing. Okay. Double check everything. Oh, wait, I see a mistake. I made one mistake already. Hold on. Easy fix, though. Let's take this out. Blue is supposed to be L3. Okay, and then green is supposed to be R3. So, switcheroo. Good thing I checked. Put that back in.
Don't forget dollars.
Fold this neatly down. Okay. Looking good. All right, guys. So the wiring is done. Ooh, I shouldn't have done that. Failure, failure, failure. Shouldn't have flipped it over so fast. Okay, there you go. Okay, there we go. Wiring is done. Everything's connected. I'm just gonna park this right on the side temporarily so that I can get the bottom panel worked on. And do some updates, test it, and then that's it. We're good to go. And bring this over. So this is our bottom etched foam. Look at that. Sierra of Anubis. I should just leave that. That looks kind of cool, actually. You know, you could actually just leave, like, most of the protection on, especially if you're covering it with artwork. Like, the sides, you can leave the protection on. May actually be of some benefit, if you think about it. You know what, guys? I'm going to do one quick adjustment. I don't like how the sides are extra loose. I'm going to add some of the bubble stickers that I've been using, just to kind of pad it a little bit so that it stays put. That's just me being OCD, guys, so bear with me. I'm also pretty good on time, so okay. Let's go this way. I'm gonna just add a couple cushions to these sides so that, here we go. Like for instance, I don't like how it comes out really easily, so I'm just gonna add these little bubbles here. And this should make it stay put. Oops. Fuck. There you go. Much better. I gotta get new emotes, guys. My emotes are getting, I mean, they're like Street Fighter 5 era emotes, right? Like I still have a Chun-Li in there. I need a Dalsim.
Don't forget the olives.
It's been a while. Yeah, since I never even thought about making emotes in a while. Maybe I'll commission somebody. Okay, now this won't move. You see that? That's the whole reason. Yeah, I know. I just gotta find someone that I like their style. Emotes are so weird to make because they're like so small, and it's hard to like express exactly what you want in something so small. Lauren's here, guys. Okay. All right, let me blast this with air. Where's my blasty gun? Okay, now I can park this on the side. Lauren, we're basically at the tail end already. Okay. Do my little trick here. Do a little bit of a peel. Fold it. Hard crease. Okay. You know the last build I forgot to put in the foam? I mean this, I did it after stream. Gotta keep reminding myself to put that in. Okay. Get this lined up. Nice and clean. Once it's lined up, I just put a lot of pressure in the middle. That looks good. Okay, now I can just grab from underneath and pull out the paper. That is the best way that I have found to install the foamies, guys. Look at this custom foam. So nice. Let me install the shimmies. So this prevents the adhesive that's still in here from sticking to these little panels here. Okay. And, you know, so you could easily remove it. "4v4, it has to be a lot, man." Art style that got me. What are you talking about, Rel? Oh, Tokon. You guys talking about Tokon. 8 out of the gate. Honestly, I would prefer like games with less characters now. I don't know, man. It's getting kind of crazy. It's like it becomes overwhelming. I think less is more sometimes. Like I think 16 characters is probably like my sweet spot. No more than 16. And I understand people, or maybe do 12 and then have four DLC. I think maybe that's really my sweet spot. Because having a lot of characters is kind of crazy. It's the norm in these new games, though. All right. Final step. Let's get this plopped on. It's a versus game. Oh, yeah, you're right. You need like 22,000 characters. Should we make gold feet for this? Nah, right? You can't be doing gold feet. Damn, that was fast, Skills. You get Burger King on the way? Not gonna lie, guys, I'm super hungry. Oh, what the hell? This one's damaged. What's up with these funky feet I've been getting? I'm not happy about that. Been getting like damaged ones.
Don't forget dollars.
Yeah, guys, I'm pretty hungry right now. I only had tea for breakfast. You just ate lunch? What'd you have, Blaster? I got some leftover, like, dim sum. You guys know what dim sum is? Real Chinese food. Hey, Hyle. What's up? Build looks super clean. Thanks, man. Yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there, sir. Let's do a quick firmware update to this bad boy. Bologna sandwich, spicy salami. Got the gabagool. You got the gabagool. I live in the lands of the Sopranos, guys. I don't know if you guys know that. My house, if I left my house, I could walk to the Bada Bing. The real spot. I'm not even kidding. Okay. The Bada Bing. Where's my mouse? Okay. I'm looking for Gen 5X. Here we go. All right, here we go. The PCB update. So we got the latest version, 1.42. We're going to hit start. Download this firmware to the device. This is going to fix all the little issues it has. A new bus ass. I like that. I'm gonna tell the client. Come on, Brooke. Brookie, Brookie, Brooke. Brookie, Brooke. All right. Confirm. What else I got to do? Oh yeah, I have to set this board to auto detect. So I'm going to unplug it. Hold down start. Plug it in. That should be Xbox mode. And then the other thing I'm going to do is set it to neutral SOCD cleaning, which is hold up, plug it in. Okay, that should do it, guys. Let's double check our connections. Xbox mode enabled. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's the side buttons all working. Up, down, left, right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, everything is working. Let's get some gloves on. Throw a couple hood. Oh, can I show you some Dawson buffs real quick? Can I show you Dawson buffs? I don't know if I can do it with this stick, but I will try. Oh, wait, hold on, guys. And then we'll show off the stick finally. Let's tighten this up. Sim buffs, bro. Oh my god. Okay. That's nice and tuned up. Let me put this away. Put this away. Put this away. Let's open up some Street Fighter. I want to hear about the leftover dim sum, bro. I got some hagao, and I got some pork shumai still left, bro. I'm about to kill that. I gotta beat my wife to it though. Wifey's working from home today, so I gotta try to beat her to it. I'm just kidding. We will share. You found out how much extra range OD, SPD, and Lord. Oh wow, nice, man. Oh, I don't want to get scooped, man. It's scary, bro. Okay, let's test this out really quick. Okay, let me show you some sim buffs. I'll show you guys some Dawson buffs. I don't know if I can do it with this stick, but I'll try. While we're testing it out. Elena! How cool is Elena? Let's see her second costume. Wait, can I buy a new outfit? I don't have a new outfit, right? There's no way Dawson got an outfit. I'm hippie Dawson for life, guys. This is all I got. Okay, the biggest change, right, is this, okay? So his yoga blast, there's light. It's a little bit, they made it easier to do, and they changed like some of the properties for the hitbox and hurtbox to be able to punish things a lot easier, right? Especially the OD one, right? Okay, so that's not really the main thing though. Here's the main thing. From medium punch, right? I'm sorry, from a medium attack, if you cancel a medium attack into heavy, you can get a follow-up. You see that? So, oh, hold on. And then you can throw a fireball right there. See that? Okay, so that's one buff. Okay, check this out. You can get level 1 super now without spending any freaking meter, because the old combo was this. Right? You had to do that to spend meter to use level 1 in a combo. So now you can do it with you know, with that. That's huge, right? Okay. Now they changed the property so much of the heavy punch one that it actually lost some of the old combos that Sim used to do. So watch this, right? The teleport, look how far Elena is, because I can't do anything there. That used to be a 50-50 throw, right? Oops, sorry. Hold on, let me do recover in place, right? So see that? See that? It doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work anymore. That's heavy kick. That used to be the heavy kick thing. So, you see, you get stuffed. Okay, so now they changed the property so that medium kick blast has the same property. See, I could beat throw instead of getting hit. So now I have to choose which one I want to do. Do I want to do the side mixes? Do I want to do the teleport mixes? Or do I want the... So that was the medium kick one, and this is the heavy kick one, right? Okay. Heavy kick one, you could get a follow-up. Alright, so that's the one thing. Alright, check this out now. Now that we know that we have different properties, you get a double blast in the corner with a heavy kick one. Into a mix. Look at that. Light kick, jab, right? Crazy, right? And you get EX. You get EX. You could do EX. Yeah, double blast. Look at this. Okay, so when you do the EX version, okay, EX version, oops, sorry, into level 2, right? Or, yeah, you can just create these crazy mixes. Yeah, level 3. Wait, does it work? I never tried that. But you could do double yoga blast in the corner into level 3? Really? You do level 1 doesn't work. Wait, how do I do there we go. Nah. Does that work? I can't get it to work. Oops. Does that work? I don't know, Bon. Wait, heavy yoga blast? OD yoga blast, instant cancel. Frame is tight though. Oh man, I'm too slow. Oh, there we go, got it. Okay. Yeah, I was doing it too slow. Yeah, that's fucking crazy right there, dude. That's insane. There you go. Okay, yeah, we got it. I was canceling too slow. Wow. Okay, and now okay. So that's like you guys got that? So blast is insane. Now, in the past, in order to float, like the prior, like his old float used to be like kind of that slow, you know, to float. Now it's fast. from neutral. In order to get that fast, I used to have to jump cancel. Because you could jump and then float, right? So to get the faster float back, the pre-patch, you have to quickly jump and then quickly float like that. You see how I have an up input right over here? There's an up input right there, right? Oops, sorry. That was the old way. See that? I jumped and then I floated and then did that. So that's 1, 2, 6 frames. 6, 8 frames. Now you could just press down and do the float and it comes out really fast. 1, 2, basically 4 frames. You see that? So now you could do, remember, like, you could do these like pressure strings and go right into float. You know what I'm saying? See that? Crazy, right? Okay, and then the next really big buff is that look how fast he floats. Look how fast forward float movement is now. Like, I am zooming. You know what I mean? Look at that. We were floating. That used to be slow. They only fixed it used to be that slow. Like, it was the same speed as back float, right? It was the same speed, right, as back. All right, so look at that. Look how fast forward is. Oh, here's another buff with you see how far it reaches now? This used to whiff. In this range, this used to whiff. Right? This is a guaranteed follow-up, by the way. That one. This one will work on back. Look, if I do back recovery, okay. If I do this one, it whiffs. Oh wait, did I work? Oh, my bad. Was it? Oh, it still works. Never mind. For some reason, sometimes it doesn't work. But yeah, that one's always like, that one always works. Sim be annoying. Yes, look at it. Look, I'm zooming, bro. Oh man, I forgot no 6 god input. That is OD. That's kind of OD, right? So if you get like crush counter, you could do that. Oh my god, if you get crush counter? You get crush counter? Wait, hold on. Oh my god. Are you real? This is real? What? That's not possible. Wait, that's not possible. Because I wasted... Look how much damage that was. That's not possible. Because I wasted 1 OD, right? No, I wasted 2 ODs. That's not possible. You could probably do this. Into level 2. That's possible. Yeah, that's realistic right there. That's still a lot of damage. Alright, anyway guys. That's my little Dalsim buff tutorial. While showing you guys this stick. Let's give you guys the final view. This is for Seer Anubis. Shout out to Seer Anubis. Austin, the homie Austin, reached out for this build. Let's take a quick look. Woo! You got the god Anubis on that side. Beautiful hieroglyphs in the backgrounds and Egyptian patterns. Beautiful, like there's like, I even put like a temple back there and just look at this. You can't cheat death. No, you can't beat death. You can't beat death. Little insignia here. Fake hieroglyph, of course. Check out this side here. This is some pyramids. Sorry, man, my glare is killing me right now. Yeah, we got some pyramids here. A little bit of the silhouettes. An awesome little bust of him over here. Okay, and the sides, just like pyramids, you know. Oh, we got the spear going through. Forgot about that. We got the spear going through. Crazy. Same thing, we got the spear going through on this side. Okay, and then the USB panel side, similar to the front, pyramids, and we have 3D printed gold filament with black for the corner bumpers, as well as a USB surround. Okay, all gold buttons, as you can see, because gold is best. And then the back has this amazing engraving with the client's name, and this is his actual esports logo that on the back. That's his esports logo, that big guy in the middle. But yep, we are done with this build, guys. Another one in the books. I appreciate you guys. What do you guys think? This one's really cool, right? It's definitely a lot different than any other one. Beyond the anime stuff, you know what I mean? Super fire. Okay. Let me get a raid going for you guys, especially my Twitch folks. I'm gonna have some leftover dim sum for sure. Definitely unique, right? I know, right, Pop? What happened? What just happened here, dude? All right, let's do... I forgot how to raid people. Every time I always forget how to raid people. Is anyone streaming that we know, guys? Sheldon, Kayane. Oh, let's. Oh, okay, we're gonna raid the homie VJ Amateurs. Okay, this is everyone I raid is always playing rivals. I guess that's the game, man. We need to switch it up. Yeah, you guys have an amazing rest of the day. All right. Say what's up to VGA Amateurs. Okay. I'll see you in the next one. We have more builds to do this week. It's not even... Yeah, we're just going to keep building. All right. Love y'all. Take care. Enjoy the raid. Peace out, guys. YouTube, thank you so much. I will catch you guys later as well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment, all that good stuff. I'm almost at 10K YouTube, so, you know, if you can hit that sub